Hey y'all, Madam Wazzle back with you with another Bench Tool Junkies supply drop. I know I literally just posted one of these videos the other day for September, but you know, with everything going on, they were late in getting their September box out, and I was late in getting it posted because I was out of town. And it seems like October just disappeared, and here we are unboxing the October box, which is just crazy to me that thankfully this year's almost over, but holy cow, this year's almost over. So here we are again with October 2020 Bench Tool Junkies supply drop, and this is the large supply drop. And if I confused you in the last video with calling myself Gertie May, sorry about that. Gertie May is my jewelry business side, and sometimes I have an identity crisis, so just bear with me. But Madam Wazzle is what my grandma always called me, and that's what I chose to name this channel, so that's me. They're both me. But anyway, sorry about that if I confused you. If not, let's get into this. So we've got this pretty substantial looking box with fragile stamped all over it. I don't know what's in here. All right, let's see what we've got. Sorry for the camera shaking. I really have to get a better stand. So this is the Bench Tool Junkies October 2020 large supply drop. As always, we have this brochure. On the back it has subscriber spotlight, and then on the inside it has the breakdown of the boxes and the breakdown of all the items. If you're not familiar with Bench Tool Junkies, or you didn't pay attention to the last video, the way this works is there are 3 tiers, a small, a medium, and a large. I think it's 25, 50, and 100. This is the large box, and I know that is 100. And each subscription builds on the other. So if you get the small box, the medium gets the medium plus the small, and the large gets the medium and the small as well. So it's a great way. Everybody knows what everybody got. If you're getting the small box and you're envious of the large, you know whether or not it's going to be worth your money. If you got the large, you can look and see if was it worth your money, or do you think a smaller medium would be better for your budget. But anyway, great budget options and great way to get your hands on tools you may not otherwise have a chance to. So let's dive in. Now everything, when you open it up, is all wrapped up nice and neat. So I'm going to try to pull it out in level by boxes, starting with the small, but I don't know, so we'll see. So for the small box, it looks like we have this DVD. This is Fretz DVD and a handmade stamp. Is that in here? Okay. Looks like they included some Halloween candy, which is fun. Alright, so these are some handmade forged stamps. Just says uniquely made, and I'll read about it in a minute. Oh wow. So, I got 3 handmade stamps, but it looks like 2 are from the next box, so I'll put those aside. I don't know which one was meant for which, but it just said assorted, so I'm assuming it doesn't really matter anyway. But we got this DVD. It says hand-wrought metal #1 wide convex cuffs with Bill Fretz, the principles of convex raising. And it says, enter the world of hand-wrought metal with stakes and hammers. Bill Fretz explains the techniques and tools for each wide cuff bracelet. Use the correct way to raise convex metal into a bracelet form, using stakes and hammers to flute the metal. Using pitch as a flexible foundation for forming metal, each project is a start for your own design evolution. Take the projects and transform them with endless variations possible in fascinating medium. So that is this DVD, and I have done metal forming. I actually have done chasing and repoussé, which is, if you're not familiar, it's a form of flipping the metal back and forth and creating concave and convex shapes in the metal. And we were supposed to do metal raising. We were actually in the middle of metal raising when COVID hit, so I didn't get to do it. We only had so many stakes and I was in one of the latter rounds, and so I didn't get to raise it. But I kind of saw how to do it, and my instructor is awesome, so I will get to play with it once we're allowed back in the studio with instructions. So that's pretty cool. I look forward to doing that. But in any case, let's read what it says about this, if there's any breakdown. Okay, it says, this DVD retails for $12.50. It says, one of the most satisfying aspects of being a metalsmith is the manipulation of metal. In this DVD, Bill Fretz covers the techniques of raising and plenishing dome shapes in this wide convex cuff project. We can't wait to see how you make the technique your own with these hand-wrought cuffs in the coming months. Who needs our wrist sizes? And it also says there is well, it doesn't say, it shows a QR code. It says scan me, which I assume will tell you more about this DVD or the technique. I'm not sure. But in any case, it's for something on here that this little scan me should tell me something. So that is neat. I will definitely have to sit down and watch that. And it looks like there's a booklet in there. Let me open it. It looks like it's more than just a DVD. And Fretz, we got a Fretz forming mandrel last month, and their tools are just top-notch. I love the hammer that we got in a previous box. So, yep, there is a DVD and a booklet. Just a small booklet, shows a few things, but there's the DVD, and the booklet has, like I said, just a few pages with a little bit of information, not too much. But it does show you some things with some, looks like some tips and things. So that'll be neat. I definitely will sit down and check this out, especially on one of those rainy days where I'm bored. Who knows? So yeah, we got that. And then the small box also included one handmade stamp. And so like I said, I got 3 because I have the large box, so I'm just going to pull one out. And it looks like these stamps are formed out of rebar. So I don't know if you can see that. It looks like metal rebar. And the design is a heart with kind of like wings on either end. Can you see that? And it says, these assorted stamps retail from $18 to $22 or $29 each. I'm going to say this is the largest one in the pack, so this is probably $29. And it says, it has been such a privilege working with a fellow Southerner at Red Dirt Diva 2 to bring you her artisan stamps. Denise's passion for the craft is evident in her extensive collection that includes her own hand-drawn designs and an instance on stamping out every single stamp in her shop. And if quality was not enough, Denise packed each stamp parcel in her own bag that also included a sweet treat. Denise, we adore you. So I guess we can thank Denise for our little lollipop. But yeah, so this is a stamp. And I do metal stamping. It's kind of one of the things I started out with jewelry. And it's a lot of fun. So adding a little personal stamp, little touch, a little design would be fun with that. So for the small box, for $25, you would get the stamp and the DVD booklet. Now, if this is the $29 stamp, that right there is your $25 value, and then the $12.50 for the DVD. So next, in the medium box, you would get 2 handheld stamps, and then some abrasive sticks. I'll go ahead, since I've just read the stamps, I'll go ahead and show you the other 2. These also appear to be made from rebar. And this one looks like just a, if you can see that, a square dot design. So that's fun. That would be a nice border to put around things. And then the last one also appears to be rebar metal. And this one is like a fun grid pattern. This would also make a fun border on some pieces, or maybe like corners. I can certainly do a lot of things on this. And maybe I will do a little video on stamping at some point in the near future. I'll have to get a better stand for my camera though, because otherwise all the hammering and stamping, you will definitely just see nothing but vibration. So we'll work on that. But yeah, maybe I'll show a little tutorial on how to stamp. So that's it. So for the medium box, you would get the 2 more. And then you get some more abrasive sticks. Now, we got some of these in our last box. So, I haven't had a chance to try them out yet because I literally just posted the video a few days ago. But, I mean, I have no doubt these are going to come in super handy. And looks like we got 4 sanding sticks right here. So we have 400 grit, 600 grit, 800 grit, and 1000 grit. And it says that these are, let's see, these retail for $26.20. And it says high quality abrasive papers contain 5 layers of plastic or plasted pieces on each stick. Simply peel and dispose of each paper one by one after use. The color-coded handles can even be repurposed when you're through. Includes the 4 different grits ranging from 400 to 1000. Now, like I talked about in the last video, there's a little flex in the handle, but not too much. So these will be good for sanding pieces and getting in there. And I can certainly see wrapping sandpaper around it when I'm done, so I can still use that stick, or maybe some other uses for it. But yeah, so if you want to know more about these, I talked briefly about them in the last video, which you can check out for. That was the September Bench Tool Junkies. So, I mean, I would have kind of liked to have had a little something different this month, but I'm okay with expanding on something they already gave us, because you can always use different grits. So they'll definitely get a use. So that was the medium box. So in the medium box, you get the DVD, you get all 3 stamps, and the sanding grit papers. So there's that. And then in the large box, you also get this kit. Oh wait, let me open this up. Let's see. You get a Tufta casting kit. Alright, let's see what we got here. So there's this little box in here. And in it, it looks like you've got almost like tweezers, like tongs, not tweezers, tongs. And then 2 bowls. Yep. So yeah, so you get these 2 bowls. They are stone. And the way it works is you would take your bowl, you take your tongs, you would put the bowl into your tongs. So if I can get it in there. There we go, like that. So that holds your bowl, and you would put your grain in here, you would heat it up with a torch, and then you would pour it into your mold or your ingot maker or whatever you have. And it looks like I said, you have 2 sizes, smaller and a larger. And it says, what else do you have? You have with that, along with that, you have the block here. And this says Thunderbird Supply Company, 50th anniversary. Oh, so 1971 to 2021. See if you can see that right there. I just recently heard about Thunderbird Supply. I've not been doing this that long, just a couple years, so I am still a student. And in researching some other stuff, I came across a forum where somebody mentioned them. So I'm definitely going to check them out. But this just looks like a block of stone. I'm not real sure what you do with that yet, but I have a feeling I'm going to learn. So you have that. And then you also have in here your standard X-Acto number 2 X-Acto with looks like a number 18 blade. Just your standard X-Acto knife, nothing overly fancy about it. And then in addition, some kind of wire here. You can see that, some kind of pretty thin gauge wire. So let's read about it. So it says, I assume I'm pronouncing it right, Tufa casting kit, which retails for $50. It says, expand your skill set with this full-length Tufa casting tutorial put together for us by Randy of Meow Creations. The kit includes 1 block of Tufa stone, from the family-owned and operated T-Bird Supply, an Exacto Life number 2, and 18 blade for chiseling. 1 block of Tufa stone, 2-piece, a sampling of grommet iron binding wire, and a small whip set. Includes a small block 1 3/4 melting dish and a 2 1/4 melting dish. Each block will yield 1 pendant approximately 3 inches or less. Oh, okay, so that's where the QR code is. Scan the QR code below or head to this website, Simple Silver Casting, Tufa Stone Casting on YouTube to access the tutorial. And it says grain is not included. I actually already have grain. So I'm guessing this is the wire. One block Tufa stone, 2-piece. I'll have to do research because it says there's 1 block of Tufa stone from family-owned T-Bird Supply. And then it says 1 block Tufa stone, 2-piece. And then it says the small whip, which are the bowls. So I'm not sure if I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. In any case, that's what I got. So again, for the small box, you would get the DVD and 1 stamp for $25. For the medium box, you would also get the three stamps and the sanding sticks, which I'll stick those over here. And then for the large kit, you would also get the casting set. So yeah, I think I got my money's worth. I don't know a lot about this casting stuff, so I'm definitely going to learn, and I definitely will learn more about this since I missed out on it last semester. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get a casting. Usually you get a casting from Casting Dirty. You know, silver is a bit pricey right now, so I mean, I guess it's okay. But that's my box. Inside, we also got, let's see, a little note from the Red Dirt Diva who made the stamps. And she just says she invites us to subscribe to her monthly newsletter that includes a discount, and join them on Instagram, and she appreciates the Bench Tool Junkies for their opportunity to be in this month's box. So that's it. That was my Bench Tool Junkies box for October. What do you think? Was it worth it? Was it not? I don't know. I mean, it's not my favorite box. I definitely think the value is there, but I would have liked to have seen something different than these since we just got them. And I would have liked to have seen a casting, but, you know, I'm not sad about it. It's definitely something that I will use. Definitely something I will learn about because, you know, I don't have any experience with it. So let me know if you are a silversmith, if you are a subscriber, what do you think? Do you think it was worth it? Are you interested in signing up? Let me know. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.